multiple agencies involved in a chase that's headed southbound down I-35 here in Oklahoma City. Apparently started up in the Stillwater area. Let's go to Jim Gardner up on top in Bob Mills, Sky News 9. Jim?
Well, that's right, Kelly. Right now we are southbound I-35, just coming up to I-44 here. Now this is it's very high rates of speed here. Now this is multiple agencies, like I said, it started in Stillwater, and then it got on I-35 coming southbound. The OHP's involved now. I don't know if the Stillwater police is still involved, but we're looking here. We haven't really seen any units up behind this car, but he is flying down the road, Kelly. Right now we are still southbound I-35, just passing 63rd here. So again, we're trying to find out information of why they're in pursuit of this red vehicle right here, and how many people are in this vehicle. Right now I don't have too much information. Like I said, we just arrived on scene, Kelly, but we are still southbound I-35 at a very high rate of speed here, probably at least close to, at times it was well over 100 miles an hour here, but he appears to be slowing down. I'm looking back. I really don't see any officers or anything behind him right now, Kelly, so as long as we can find out more information of why they were in pursuit of this car, we're in a good position to keep following him here in case the police want to get back involved. I never heard him terminate the pursuit as of yet, but again, he is still southbound I-35 at a high rate of speed here, Kelly.
Looks like he's around 36 out near the Lincoln Park area on I-35. Just saw him pass a semi on the shoulder a few moments ago.
That's right, Kelly. He's definitely moving. He's not waiting for traffic or anything. He's taking whatever lane he can to get by here. But again, like I said, we're trying to get more information of why they're in pursuit of this car. At the time, like I said, this is all happening right now, so we're trying to gather information here. But he's still southbound I-35. We just passed. We're coming up to, let's see what street we're coming up to here. We're going to come up to 36th Street, Kelly, southbound on I-35, so that's 36 we just passed. Again, like I said, he has passed some cars on the shoulder, and, so he's still, right now we're doing probably about 80 miles an hour, Kelly, going southbound on I-35.
And if he's,
but again, that's about all we can tell you right now until we find out exactly what's going on here and why they're in pursuit of this car, Kelly.
If he's come out of Stillwater, he's traveled at least 50 miles so far. Now you see he's kind of blocked out there by that semi, but he's still on I-35 southbound.
Right.
I mean, Jim, you should be coming up on 10.
Southbound. We're now coming up to
23rd.
Right. Coming up to 23rd Street here. So we're still southbound, coming up to 23rd.
We're still monitoring the scanners back
he's
here.
Going to stay southbound I-35 so far that we're looking at, Kelly. It looks like he's not interested in getting off anywhere right now. He's running into heavy traffic here.
Jim, is there someone in the passenger seat? It looks like it, windows down.
Yeah, we'll zoom in here and see what we can see, Kelly. Like I said, we're trying to figure out how many. He drops down below this little area here where it goes down under the bridge. He'll come back up here in just a second. But yeah, I'm not sure how many people are in the vehicle. We're getting ready to come up to the Fort Smith Junction here, so it's going to be interesting whether he continues on to take 35 or maybe divert over and go across I-40 here. We'll soon find out. Still, at this time, I do not see any officers behind this car, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, Kelly, until we get more information. But
we're monitoring on
I-35. We're just entering the Fort Smith Junction area here, so we'll soon find out what's going to take place, whether he's going to go east or west. Okay, it looks like he's going to take the ramp that's going to come around and put him on I-40 going westbound. He's taking that ramp at a very high rate of speed, Kelly.
Yeah, it's a high ramp and it's a fairly sharp curve there. We are still listening on the scanner, Jim, and we are still hearing officers following the situation. Maybe they backed off because of Oklahoma City traffic. And Jim, is there any sign of Air 1 being up right now? Is there anyone else in the air following this with you?
No, not right now, Kelly. And as you get on I-40 going eastbound here, the traffic's going to get a little heavier as it comes up to the Dallas Junction. So when you get to the Dallas Junction, you got the option of taking I-35 southbound or continuing westbound on I-40 or coming back up into 235 going northbound here. So he's running into some little bit heavier traffic. We'll see what he does here.
Looks like.
But again, I really couldn't tell. Kelly, could you see another person in that as a passenger? I really couldn't tell.
I couldn't
looking at
tell
my
either.
monitor.
I couldn't tell either, Jim. The shopper we're pushing in, maybe it's just something that's in the console of the car, or something in the front seat.
Okay, he's
It may
now
not be
going
a
on.
person.
He's going to take I-35 southbound here. We had an OHP pickup that was waiting in the median there. He has now got on the road and is in pursuit of this car. He's hanging back though. But
Pretty congested area right there going over the Oklahoma River. Typically doesn't look too bad right now.
that's right, Kelly. We just crossed Oklahoma River southbound I-35, and we do have an OHP pickup now that is in pursuit, but he's hanging back right now, Kelly. So not to press him, because this person is driving fast enough here going southbound on I-35.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting on the
traffic's
shoulder
not too bad
occasionally
going
too.
southbound on I-35 coming northbound. It's really slow, but southbound is still pretty open here.
Yeah, he's been getting on the shoulder and passing vehicles when he can't get around them on the regular lanes. Up around Southeast 15th Street right now, I-35 southbound. If you know someone in that vicinity, you might let them know that there's a dangerous situation headed their way.
Right, he'll be coming up 25th. He'll be coming up to 29th here shortly. Still traveling at a pretty high rate of speed, Kelly. He's not letting off the gas at all here, unless he runs into thick traffic. But like I said, I'm looking southbound, and traffic is pretty open going southbound for I-35 at this time. Like I said, he's weaving in and out of cars, and he takes the shoulder sometimes when all lanes are blocked there. But he's really stretching it out now, Kelly. We're probably doing close to 100 miles an hour, if not over, right now.
And he's on the shoulder.
Right, he is really rolling now, Kelly. Like I said, he is going very, very at a high rate of speed. We're well over 100 now. I couldn't tell you exactly, but I can tell you we're well over 100 miles an hour.
Perfect timing, Rich, on bumping back on that shot. Can you give us a little wider shot here for just a second? Traffic is, I would say, unusually light for southbound I-35 in that area. Is it coming up on 44th, or is it already past 44th? There's 44th.
We just passed 44th just now. 44th going southbound on I-35, Kelly.
Yeah, he's moving, because that traffic in there typically moves 65, 70 miles an hour, and he's just blowing them off the road.
That's right, Kelly. He's been on the shoulder most of the time coming here. Now we got an OHP officer that's now starting to make a run for him here. That's on the backside. He's on the shoulder too. Coming. We are well over probably 110 miles an hour, Kelly, if not reaching 120.
We're glad our chopper can outrun them at this point. I mean, they can go much faster than probably any of these cars can, but that guy is moving.
Yeah, he is definitely moving now, Kelly, because I'm well over, right now I'm at 100 knots, which is about going to be close to 120 miles an hour. So he's doing about 125 to 130, maybe there for a moment. We're back down to probably about 100 miles an hour now, Kelly. We're getting ready to come up to I-35 southbound at I-240 here. He's still running on the shoulder going southbound. We have a trooper on the shoulder that is coming up behind him pretty quick here. If you pull out, we got DJ on board today as my cameraman. So
right.
DJ, if you pull out just a little bit, you'll see that trooper coming down.
Boy, you can really tell how fast he's going from that shot right there. He's covering some ground.
Yeah, he's well over 125 miles an hour now, Kelly.
I see. Yeah, I see the trooper back
And the
there.
trooper's coming up behind him.
Folks, this chase started up in the Stillwater area, and our understanding is it might have been Stillwater PD up there that began the pursuit, then went down I-35 all the way past Edmond, past Guthrie, past Edmond, into Oklahoma City. Now he's in Moore, coming up on Moore in Cleveland County.
Okay,
on
Kelly,
I-35.
we're doing probably 135 now. Coming down the shoulder.
Traffic's going to get heavier, I imagine.
And traffic's starting to get a little heavier here. And as we come into where Shields comes into I-35, traffic gets pretty thick here. But he's just hugging the shoulder on the inside shoulder. And like I said, we reached speeds of 130, 135 there just for a moment.
Yeah, and to give you some...
And we're getting ready. This is where Shields comes into I-35 southbound.
to give you something to track, folks, most of that traffic in there's, I think the speed limit's 60. Most of the vehicles go 65. Some up to 70, and he is just dusting them.
Okay, Kelly, we're southbound I-35. We're going to be entering Westheimer's airspace here in just a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to have to switch to the tower and talk to them to get permission to go through their airspace southbound on I-35 here.
Okay, you do what you need to do there. This is high-speed chase southbound I-35 and more. The guy's on the shoulder, weaving in and out of traffic, coming up on Northeast 4th Street and more, back on the shoulder. That's a steep hill there to his right. He'll be coming up on the Warren Theater area here in a few moments, South 19th Street and more. He's about a mile off of that. That's downtown Moore to the left. Southbound, Jim said speeds up to 130 miles an hour. This guy is not messing around, and when you pull back on that shot, you can really see it, but that we'll stay close to it. Now he's moving past the Warren Theater area, if that helps you know where he is. South 19th Street exit. Traffic will be picking up from here all the way into Norman. Jim Gardner's talking to the control tower at Max Westheimer Airport, which is about 4 miles up the road from where this vehicle is. Not sure what the chase started about, but it apparently started in the Stillwater area, and this guy is flying now. I don't see the highway patrolman behind him, just out of our shot probably, still with him I'm sure.
That's right, Kelly. He had the OHP trooper kind of lag back a little bit for traffic. He didn't want to get into too bad of a. Okay, we got another OHP officer that was slowing traffic down. So now what they're doing, Kelly, they're getting officers leapfrogging them up ahead to try to slow traffic down and get them out of the way here as we go southbound on I-35 at a very high rate of speed here. And it's just this has been going on for a while for people that just joined us. This started in Stillwater, with Stillwater police being in pursuit, and it hit I-35 coming out of Stillwater. It's been southbound ever since. OHP is now the agency that's in pursuit of this car here.
Boy, that guy is flying.
So again, it's, like I said, I'm still trying to get information. I don't know if you got anything, Kelly, or not, why they're in pursuit of this car.
We're checking,
exactly sure how many people are in the car either. Sometimes it looks like there may be a passenger in the car, but we really can't tell. But it'd be kind of interesting, Kelly, to find out why they're in pursuit of this car, because this person or persons, they definitely don't want to be caught, Kelly.
Yeah, they're coming up on, I think, the flood exit, Jim.
Yeah, that's right. They'll be coming up to Franklin here. Franklin, really quick. They'll be coming up to Franklin, still southbound I-35.
So they're almost to Norman, folks. They're probably in Norman proper.
Okay, it looks like he's
going to take
flood. He's going to take this, this was 77. He lost the wheel.
Did they have stop sticks up there?
I'm not quite sure what he lost. Okay, we got 2 OHP officers down that's going to come up on him here, Kelly. Like I said, I don't know what came off.
I'm not sure either.
It may have been a hubcap because that was kind of a fast turn there. But
now, right front wheel looks questionable.
Something, I'm not sure, Kelly. But you got 2 OHP officers down coming up on him pretty quick. And Flood is coming up. Let's see, we're going to be coming up to Tecumseh Road. And we'll see what he does at the light here, Kelly, because we got traffic right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we got traffic going east and west on Tecumseh Road. The lights turned green, so now we got traffic going east and west. We're southbound 77 here. It turns into Flood.
Right by
we'll see what he does here at this intersection because it is very, very congested.
Yep, sure is.
Very congested.
Oh.
I think he may have clipped that car.
I think he did too. He's smoking now. Something's smoking, tires or something. Yeah, his front right tires. Looks like it's about gone. He's on the rim.
He lost that when he took that turn. We may be going to get a.
There
here we go.
That's textbook. Oh, we're very fortunate. Glad that didn't hit another car. That was a textbook move by the Highway Patrol right there. Guns drawn.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but they needed to get this person stopped.
They darn sure did. There he is.
Because he was getting ready to probably possibly injure a lot of people here. And it looks like the driver has come out.
And it looks like
the car did the right thing by pulling over, seeing the lights, but it was just unfortunate they stopped in not at a really good spot here.
I'm assuming the driver of the other
The
vehicle
thing
is
is,
all
they didn't
right.
get hurt too bad, Kelly,
No.
from the looks of it.
That was a textbook move by the highway patrol there. Tried to wait till they got into a area that wasn't quite as crowded with traffic. And as Jim mentioned, that driver did the right thing pulling over. They unfortunately just got involved with that spin out. But it's good to get this guy off the road. He was endangering a lot of people.
That's right, Kelly. He was. I mean, we reached speeds of well over 130 miles an hour. And, if you'd had a crash at that speed, we'd probably had fatalities involved with this. So the OHP had to bring it to a stop because he was getting down here on flood. It was going to get a lot more congested. And you seen how he went off when he exited flood there and came up to Tecumseh Road, how he clipped that car. He was not going to stop for anything. So if he'd got down on flood down into downtown Norman here, there's no telling what could have happened, Kelly.
We're lucky he didn't broadside someone there at Tecumseh.
That's right, he was. It was very fortunate that he didn't broadside somebody at Tecumseh because the light turned green right before he got there, and traffic was pretty heavy going east and west.
Control room?
That was all I could think of there for a moment was that what's this guy going to do when he comes to this intersection with all these cars? He weaved through it, but I believe he did clip a car as he came through.
I think he did too.
The good thing is OHP brought this to us to a halt here. Unfortunately, that person sitting in that car right there got rear-ended, but they're checking on the driver right now. But I'm glad they brought this to an end before somebody lost their life in it, Kelly.
Me too. Control room, can you re-rack the spin out there that we had a few minutes ago when the highway patrol brought this to an end? We'll try to get that back up on tape and show it to you again if you missed it. This is the end, a culmination of a chase that started up in the Stillwater area, probably 60 to 70 miles away. And this guy was hooking it southbound down I-35. And
that's right, Kelly. He was, and he drove the shoulder there when he got from I-35 going southbound from the Dallas Junction. He was basically on the shoulder the entire time.
Jim, we're looking at the spin out again real quick.
Miles an hour, Kelly.
Yeah, there was the spin out again.
If he'd have lost a tire then or something like that, there's no telling what could have happened with this. And like I said, he took the exit here, going southbound I-35 on 77, which turns into flood as it goes into Norman here. And the OHP troopers did the pit maneuver on him and brought him to a halt here. Like I said, unfortunately, that car was sitting there and got hit in the rear end, but they are checking and talking to the driver right now. They did take that person into custody with no resistance, which is good. So again, a good ending to what could have been a really, really bad chase here, Kelly.
Absolutely. Great work by there it is again, the TVI, the pit maneuver. And we're really glad that it just clipped the back of that car. It didn't hit it real hard, just enough to do some damage. This was again on Flood Street down in Norman, just past Tecumseh intersection where the on-cue is, very close to Maxon Westheimer Airport, where Jim had to touch base with us. You can hear Jim talking to the tower, and there's the video of the suspect who was driving, crawling back to troopers. They get him quickly in custody. We're lucky no one got seriously hurt. I don't believe anyone is hurt in the Audi there, the small SUV that was slightly clipped. So we're glad about that. Great work by Jim Gardner and Bob Mills, Sky News 9, and by our photojournalist Darren Johnson. Guys, great work. We'll have the latest on this for you coming up on News 9 at 4 o'clock.